Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, the return of McDreamy? A shocker for Grey's Anatomy fans. We've got more on the jaw-dropping surprise. Plus, beautiful brows and lovely lashes. Meet the local woman helping others look their best with her lash and brow bar. And just in time for the weekend, The Jason Show staff is showing our picks for the most binge-worthy shows we're watching.
Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
You've made it to Friday. You found the Jason Show. And we are definitely making it the best day. The Shendel Show is back. It continues. Hi, Kendall.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Jason Show. Yeah, Shendel's back because Shane Wells, Kendall Mark. Get it?
I guess we should explain that, huh? If you're just tuning in and you're wondering, what is a Shendel?
I know. There was, when Jason went on his 2 weeks that he does in the summer, we called it that jokingly. And so it made sense then, but now we keep calling it that. Without any reference. Sorry, everyone. We're not the only ones here today. Today we've got our virtual audience in the house. Let's say hello to the ladies. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Megan.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
There it is. I know sometimes you're on mute. Sorry. Megan, where are you calling in from?
I am in Shakopee.
Shakopee off of 169. Okay, so since you're in Shakopee, I have to ask, are you a fan of Valley Fair? Are you a fan of Canterbury Park? Or do you just really like the Amazon warehouse?
Yes, all of the above. And one of the running routes that I commonly take goes right by Valley Fair. And so this summer with it closed, it was sad when I had to run by it. But
that is depressing.
So true.
Yeah.
But good times are coming. Good times are coming.
I like your positivity. Positivity.
Trying.
Yeah, Kelly, where are you? Where I keep saying calling in from. Jason does that too. But where are you zooming us in from?
I'm from Lino Lakes.
Lino Lakes.
The
Okay.
L squared.
Yeah.
Did you want to call it that?
Just anyway.
No.
And I love you guys too.
Oh,
Yay,
Kelly,
thank you.
we love you too. Okay, honest question. How many lakes are in Lino Lakes? Because when I look on a map, you guys just look like it's just lakes and there's maybe an island
That's
or
a lot
two.
of trivia.
There's lakes all over.
Lakes everywhere. I know. I mean, that is a lot of trivia. Sorry. No, I didn't mean
I would have been impressed if she was like, there's 14.4.
14.4 lakes here. Well, ladies, we'll be checking back in with you in just a moment. First, Shane, I had to ask you. I haven't asked you this since we've been back together. You've got kiddos.
I do.
Virtual learning. How is life right now?
Let's not talk about it.
Oh.
No,
Right.
we're very lucky. We have a tutor and a learning pod for 2 days a week. And that is what gets us through because I trust that tutor. She's great. And then the other days it falls on our shoulders. We just found out we're going all distance shortly. So we had 2 days and now we have 0 days.
Oh, lovely.
We're doing what we got to do.
Oh my gosh.
We're all
Can I
getting
have
through it.
like the most immature moment?
Sure.
Why, oh why do you give kids tutors? Like, why do we call them tutors? Because when you're a kid, you're like, ha. And I still
I didn't
think
know where
that.
you were going with that.
I do. I don't know. Let me know if you have a thought on this. But away from my toot jokes. It's time now for the hot dish.
Spoon time.
I like the way you do that.
I'm trying to find some unique ways to use the spoon.
The spoon. I like it. It's one of the biggest gigs of the year, and we now know who will be the headliner for the Super Bowl halftime show in 2021. It's The Weeknd. He gets the spot. The singer is a 3-time Grammy winner. I'm a winger. He said he's excited for the opportunity. No word yet on who could join him. And of course, the Super Bowl, at least at this point, is scheduled for February 7th in Tampa. I was really excited about this. I really like The Weeknd. However, I'm curious to know what you think, Shane, of having The Weeknd. It's kind of hard as a solo artist.
Hard as a solo artist. I mean, I love his music, like all his songs. I think for him, the challenge will be performing in a partially filled stadium when it's typically, you know, raging with energy and tons of people. But half the stuff they do is for the cameras anyway. So the home broadcast.
Right.
They'll do it up big. I'm looking forward to this. How about Megan, Kelly? Do you have thoughts on The Weeknd? Megan, you want to go first?
Sure. I think it'll be a good time. I enjoy his music. He's nice to look at.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, but yeah, sure, why not? Something little fun, little different, kind of. He's a newer artist, so that's kind of fun too. So.
For sure. Kelly?
Yeah, I like The Weeknd. I like their music.
Okay. Verdict's in. It's a 4 thumbs up from here at the Jason Show studio.
Well, 8 if you want to each give them 2.
That's-
Look at that
oh, yeah,
math,
that's
Shane.
true.
I don't need a tutor.
See, I need a tutor. Next up in the dish, it was the shocker of all shockers last night on Grey's Anatomy. I'm using really big arms for this. If you don't want to know what we're talking about, this is your chance. You're going to want to look away. It is time for our spoiler alert. Okay. You guys ready? Ellen Pompeo was on with Jimmy Kimmel last night. She talked about this insane moment that happened at the end of season 17 premiere episode. Watch this.
Yes, McDreamy returns, and maybe a McDream, maybe Meredith died, maybe that was the gateway to heaven, and next week you'll suddenly wake up with someone's hands compressing your chest. We don't know. Will you tell us? Just go ahead and tell us. You can't tell us. All right. Do you know?
Yes.
Okay. Were you at work today?
No.
No. Were you at work yesterday?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. Then you're alive. Or maybe you're a ghost haunting the hospital, or maybe you're in a coma or something like that. Wouldn't that be, would you like that if you got to be just in a coma and sleep for like half a season?
Huh?
I'm more confused than before. McDreamy, AKA Patrick Dempsey, left the show back in 2015, and then bam, there he was on the beach. So what is happening? Kendall, you actually watched this show, at least for a while.
I did. I watched it until Sandra Oh left, and then it was like, oh no, she out, I'm out. You know.
So is this like a big shocker? Was he still on the show then at that point?
He was still on the show at that
Okay.
point. I was thinking about hopping back on board because I was like, oh, it's still on. Okay, well, I guess maybe I'll try it again. But then I heard that he was no longer on the show either, and I was like, why you just gotta keep killing everybody off? So I know people who still gangbusters about this show.
Okay.
This is like big, mind blown, when is the next episode coming news. Did you ever watch the show?
I have not watched a single episode. Isn't that wild? You know how you miss some shows and then back in the day you couldn't just watch them easily if you weren't a part of it when it started?
That's so
now
true.
you can jump into any show when you want, but
Right.
when they're like 10 seasons plus long, I'm like, I don't have time for that.
I remember we used to VHS tape this show.
Oh man.
You know?
We still were doing VHS tapes then.
Yeah, because what if I missed it?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was a
man,
big deal.
pre-DVR.
Big deal when this whole started. All right, next in the dish, we're starting up a GoFundMe for the Jason Show staff. We're kidding. It's for this next story. It's possible to fulfill Ted's dreams, his dreams, people, of walking into the Bachelor mansion if the price is right. The home that houses the show is now available on Airbnb. This is it. The 10,000 square foot home has 7 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, a pool table, 2 jacuzzis, and a pool. And if you watch that show, it's got a lot of history in that pool.
Ugh.
Yeah. Okay, you can have all of this for $6,000 a night. Jaw-dropping $6,000 a night. But look at the view. I hear there's vineyards around there. There's stories. If the pool could talk, the chemicals in there, I mean, if they could bubble up some secrets, it could be a fascinating evening.
Real question, and maybe Ted can answer this. Ted, do you really want to wake up in that mansion if you're not there with 25 single women also at the mansion? Oh, he's interested as long as things have been highly sanitized.
Yes, that's his only perk. I mean, can you believe $6,000 a night?
Well, no, absolutely not. Not interested in, I don't know who's going to pay that price.
I mean, clearly since The Bachelor isn't filming there, they need the money. I don't know.
It's only cool if The Bachelor is there. Otherwise, it's just a nice house.
With like weird pillows everywhere and a lot of faux candles.
And with 10,000 square feet, why are so many women sharing rooms?
That is a good question.
Like
Shane.
they're at camp, like at summer camp. There's like 8 of them in one room.
We should investigate.
This is a problem. Next in the dish, imagine making out with Okay, this is a weird start to a story. Imagine making out with plexiglass and then trying to make it look really romantic. Well, that's the struggle for some Lifetime Christmas movies after the pandemic hit. So Lifetime still needed to finish its slate of Christmas programming. Luckily, they found a solution. Whew. On the set of Christmas Ever After, Ali Stoker and Danielle Dye, they locked lips the safe way. Oh, wow. Okay, I can see it now. Lifetime insists they can remove the plexiglass in post-production. The movie will debut on December 6th. Wait, but your lips would get all cement?
I guess I don't even know why they released this photo. I liked the mystery of how did they do it.
I don't know, this actually might make me more interested in watching the movie to see, did they really get all the plexiglass out of the shot, or is there like a corner left?
I just can you imagine?
No.
I mean, honestly, think about it. It'd be like making out with your pillow when you're in
your car window.
Ninth grade.
No, thank you.
Your car window?
I was thinking of something that would smash up like a pillow.
I thought you were making a confession, kind of like the Salt Lake City Bachelorette party. I was like, Shane, at what point in your life did you make out with your car window?
No confessions yet. It's early though.
You never know here. You never know. Still ahead, Jeff and Ted will join us and we'll talk all about what we're watching on TV these days.
Plus, I just went to Can Wonderland to see what they're doing for the holiday season as they just reopened their doors. It's fantastic.
And there's a new kind of salon in the Twin Cities that's all about taking your beauty needs to the next level. The Jason Show will be right back.
Oh, I bet you love that shot, too. Hey, Lisa.
This first one is from @Sandy Moore. She says, our old neighbor would rake the leaves on his lawn, then separate our red leaves that had blown over to his yard from his green ones, and then put them back in our yard. Yeah, time to move. Everyone needs a hobby. This next one's from @Real Danye West. Real Danye West. You get it?
Not the imposter.
No, this is Real Danye West. Oh, yeah, so he says, moved into a new place and the old owners left their number and a note that read, if the ghost comes back, give me a call and I'll speak to it. No. This one's from @KnockKnockPenny. She says, I was singing Tina Turner's What's Love Got to Do With It in the shower. My neighbor was standing at the window replying with, yes, get it, girl, get that high note.
Jimmy Fallon reading responses to his hashtag game this week. The hashtag was time to move.
Oh. Have you ever had a horror story like that? I mean, maybe not right now, but like just in general where you move somewhere or you're going and you're like...
There's one I won't tell about my current residence, but my neighbors have a yard service, or my friend has a yard service. And what happens is the neighbors know they come Wednesday morning, and so Tuesday night they were blowing all their leaves into their yard, knowing their yards, but they never asked to do if that was okay.
This is kosher.
It's not okay.
It's not okay.
It's not.
I have great neighbors, and I do worry about that if we move someday, that it will not be that lucky.
They're hard to find. Next in the dish, Jane Lynch was on with Andy Cohen last night, and a fan in the virtual audience asked her about a rumor from the 90s. Take a look.
Jane, are the rumors true you auditioned for Phoebe on Friends back in the day? And are there any other huge parts you remember auditioning for in the 90s?
I never auditioned for Phoebe. That is I've seen that before, but that never happened. In the 90s, you know what? I auditioned for the movie A League of Their Own in Chicago, and I auditioned for one of the Rosie O'Donnell ended up getting the part, but I auditioned like I had to play baseball and the whole thing. I didn't get it. It was heartbreaking.
Well, that would have been a fit.
Yeah.
Jane's career really didn't take off until 2000 when she appeared in Best in Show, which is one of the best movies of all time.
Do you like that movie?
I sure do. Are you saying you don't?
I mean, I might be making an admission, yes. Shane, what if you need that later?
I do, actually.
Don't be dramatic. No, I don't. I mean, and I know people really love that movie. It's got like a cult following.
Yeah.
I couldn't get on board. I think it was the hair. It weirded me out.
The hair? That was the thing.
I don't know, something like that. Oh man, next to the dish. Speaking of Friends, the much anticipated Friends reunion special keeps getting pushed back and back and back. But we can finally circle a date on the calendar kind of, sort of. Matthew Perry announced on Twitter that the reunion will hit HBO Max in March of 2021. Now, the reunion was supposed to be taped in April and then air in May, but then the pandemic, well, of course, had other plans. The show's co-creator said she wanted to wait until they could have a live audience, which makes sense because they had one during the show. Unclear when they will get together to tape the special. Okay. A lot of thoughts on this. Before we get to our thoughts, I want to ask our virtual audience what they think of this Friends special. So, Kelly, let's go to you first. Are you a Friends fan?
Yes, definitely, and I can't wait.
Oh, so that was going to be my next question. So are you really excited for this special, even though it's kicking off later and later and later?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite friend?
I like Chandler, Ross, Rachel, Phoebe. I like all of them.
She just names the whole cast.
All the
That's
friends.
Great.
Full cast.
Megan, I have to, number one, are you a Friends fan?
Of course.
Okay, everybody likes Friends.
Good answer, yeah.
But do you think we need another get-together like this, like another Zoom virtual get-together?
Honestly, I could care less. I mean, I think it's a cool idea, but I think they're planning on maybe doing it like on or putting it on like HBO Max or something like that. So
right.
I don't have HBO Max, and as fun as I think it would be to see them all together again after, 15, 16 years after the show went off the air, it would be fun, but I'm not gonna get another streaming service just for that, to be honest.
That's so true. Thank you both. I do think, Shane, like that, what Megan just said was just so true. Like, I don't want to get another service to watch these specials, and honestly, I'm kind of like specialed out.
Yeah, I need more than one thing to get me to jump onto your service.
Right.
And I'm also glad they're going to wait to do it live because I don't think you can do this virtual. And you know what? We can wait. Like, there's no reason to push and rush this thing through. Let's do it right if we're going to do it.
Going to do it's the key there.
If we're going to do it. Ooh, plot twist. Next in the dish, it is a seller's market out there. And Ellen and her wife, Portia, they're cashing in. Yeah, the couple sold their Montecito, California home for $33 million. And they bought the Bali-inspired 9-acre property a year and a half ago for $27 million. Ellen and Portia are known as serial home flippers. Wait, they flipped a home that was $27 million? Unclear how much they put into the home. It was originally listed for $40 million. Is there such a thing as flipping a $27 million home, though? Like, aren't you supposed to buy a $150,000 home and flip it? You know?
Shane, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think you and I can even just like wrap our brain around a $40 million home. I'm like, once you get to like 20 million, at that point, it doesn't really matter how much Benjamins it is. Like, you're even thinking about it.
Nope.
I mean, the whole like the serial movers, they moved in a year and a half ago. If you can pay everyone in the world to do all the moving for you, why not? Have fun.
I was just going to say, moving is very stressful, but not when you're Ellen and Portia and everybody else does all the work for you.
Do all the work, and you flip that $1 million home, you two. Next in the dish, Chris O'Donnell was on Drew Barrymore's new talk show yesterday, and the two starred in the movie Mad Love together back in the mid-90s, if you remember. But he had a confession to make on her show. Take a look.
I had so much fun making Mad Love. I've actually never seen it. I started to watch it with you one day, and it was so funny because I don't know if you remember, there was a screening on one of the Warner Brothers lots, and I was sitting between you and Caroline, who was my girlfriend at the time, and we got into a couple of these scenes, and I said, I can't handle this. I can't sit between the two of you and watch this movie. So truthfully, and people, I always have, especially young girls who come up and like, oh, I love that movie. It was so amazing. I'm thinking, thank you. And I can't comment. I don't know how it ended up turning out.
Okay, in case you couldn't tell from the title, Chris and Drew get pretty hot and heavy in the movie. Do you remember that one?
It's hard for me with 90s movies because I was pretty young when a lot of these came out, so I didn't
Understandable.
watch them. Did you watch this movie?
I actually didn't ever see that one somehow.
No.
And I'm actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know how that missed me because I feel like that was probably, I was like a target for that.
Right in your time. One of her movies, though, from the 90s that I was obsessed with was Ever After. Do you remember that?
Was that the Romeo and Juliet one?
Kind of. She was Cinderella.
Oh.
So like I feel your vibe. It was kind of based in that same time though, and it was a sweet, like, love Drew. Anyway, we love her. The show, we'll see. This holiday season is definitely different than last year.
But one popular spot in St. Paul is offering something new, so I checked out the reopened Can Wonderland this morning. Can Wonderland has reopened just in time to unveil Can Xmas Land, and you can see full of joy and cheer. I think I almost put those two together. Joy, of course. Part mini golf, part artist installation, part restaurant, part bar, pretty much all the things. Rob Clapp is the owner here. We are so happy to see you back.
Thank you.
I'm sure you are too, but what an interesting thing for you. You close it, around St. Patrick's Day, and here you are back, and it's Christmas.
Yes. I'd like to say that we've been doing this the whole time we've been closed, but no, this is a week of just intense decorating for Can Xmas Land, which we debuted last year, so this is the second year we're doing it, and it's 30,000 square feet of really kitschy, over-the-top Christmas decorations.
Perfect way to describe it. Tell us about the changes that you've made here too. Obviously, you've debuted the Christmas cheer, but there's some other changes too when it comes to safety.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had a lot of time to think about reconceptualizing Can so that it's a uber safe environment. Everything from the significant investment that we've made in the bipolar ionization through our entire 30,000 square feet, going contactless, cashless. Everything is socially distanced. I can tell you what 6 feet looks like without a tape measure. Everything's spaced. And again, with 30,000 square feet, it just feels really, really comfortable. So this is Can Wonderland's newest attraction, amusement, our world famous golf ball bazookas, which about 90% of this has been harvested from the building.
Okay, how does it work?
So there's a grain elevator that cycles the balls through and comes out. You load the ball, cock it, aim, and fire.
You've been practicing. All right. Oh, nailed it. Okay. This is amazing. Rob, since you are the expert, give me your advice. How do I get a hole in one?
My advice is take your swing right about there.
Oh my gosh, you know exactly the spot. Okay, right about there.
Yeah!
Stop, no.
Oh, so close.
Come on, you gotta get it through there. There you go. All right, here we are, Can Wonderland. If you wanna find out more and make reservations for that event, it is canwonderland.com.
That place is so cool looking.
It's a party.
Even without all the decor, it's just cool.
Oh, I was gonna say, even the Christmas decor just takes it next level. The self-pouring taps, you pay by the ounce.
Yeah.
They're really cool. It's got beer, it's got drinks, like mixed beverages.
Oh, like a
And
margarita?
You just put your cup under it and it you don't have to touch anything, and then it pours your drink and you pay per ounce.
Can we get one of those for here?
I think it'd be perfect.
Right there on the shelf.
On the knick-knack shelf there.
Right there.
Think about it. All right, still ahead, old TV shows are really hot these days. We will show you which ones are the most popular again.
But next, sick of the standard salon. Kendall can talk today. I'll introduce you to the Lab Collective, where there's more than what meets the eye. We'll be right back.
I see what you did there. More than meets the eye.
I didn't write that.
I see what you did there, Ted.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say.
We always make Friday a good day. It's easy. So easy. Welcome back, and thanks to Zoom meetings and wearing face masks, our eyes are more important than ever. And one new local business is making sure your eyes are on point with great lashes and brows. Those are important.
Pretty important. Lab Collective is a new lash, aesthetic, and brow bar in Edina. I got a chance to meet the young woman behind the business and see why this bar is different than a typical salon. Finally here, I walk by here all the time on my walks, and I'm like, this building's so beautiful. Lab Collective, tell me all about this new adventure.
This is kind of a combination of everything from my past. So I had the lash refinery. This will have all specialized lash services, brows, and then soon to have medical grade facials, which I'm also
Do
familiar
tell,
with.
what is a medical grade facial?
Yeah, we'll be doing Skin Pen. The actual device is the first FDA approved Skin Pen device, so that's super exciting. And so we're gonna offer that with PRP, which is platelet-rich plasma, and that's where we draw your blood and we spin it in a centrifuge machine.
Oh my God,
and
did you hear that? You spin the blood in a machine?
Yes, and we take that plasma and we'll put it on topically during the skin pen service. And people call it like liquid gold. Yeah, it's really good for a lot of different things.
Is this what the Kardashians do?
People will call it like a vampire face. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Jason's gonna love my Kardashians reference because he hates them and I love them. Well, that's really neat. So I have heard of like a blow dry bar. A lot of the viewers probably have, or like you go, that's what they do. You're in and out with the blowout, right? Mm-hmm. You're like the bar side of this, that's kind of what this is too, right? It's not like going into a doctor's office and getting anything done.
Yeah, so we wanted to kind of bridge that kind of scary gap between when you feel like you have to go to like a doctor's office or a clinic to get some of these services. We wanted to make a more fun and airy environment for it that was a little bit more approachable, I guess you could say.
But you've actually had several successful businesses, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you are under 30 years old.
Yes.
What made you want to be an entrepreneur in the first place?
I think my parents are both kind of entrepreneurial. I just truly would be the worst employee ever. So I just knew that about myself and I was like, I'm just gonna do this. So when I started doing lashes in 2012, I was at the U of M and I had people coming to my apartment, which was super funny. I would like be like, hey, yeah, wait for someone to just walk in the door because it's locked, you know? And so I was like, just come on up to the 12th floor and we'll get you taken care of. I honestly couldn't even do schoolwork. I was so busy. So
maybe before we go and experience some of these services that are here, anybody that's watching that's like, you know what, I've always had a dream to do something like this too. Do you have any advice for them?
I think I'm like kind of past the point of a risk taker sometimes, like to a scary point. But I really do suggest like taking the risk and just going for it because, I mean, if it doesn't succeed, you're gonna have something else down the road that you can go for, and if you don't try, you'll never know.
Wait, by the way, I've never not had eye makeup on TV before, so this is very exciting. Walk me through this process quick so anybody who's at home like knows what to expect.
So you're gonna leave feeling so glammed out. So what we're gonna do right now is take down your bottom lashes with some microphone tape. So I'll just have you look up at the ceiling. The process usually takes about 2 hours, sometimes less depending on what kind of look you're going for.
Oh my gosh, so 2 hours I get to take a nap?
Yes, actually lash naps are encouraged and it's actually a huge compliment when people take naps, so.
Sweet!
Yes.
Like I've heard that, can your eyelashes fall out from this?
No, so if you're seeing like a proper technician, it's not gonna damage your natural lashes at all. We're trained to put the right length and the right thickness on what your natural lashes can handle.
And what do my Swedish eyelashes look like?
These actually look like amazing volume lashes. They're nice and thick and healthy. We never go 2 sizes over your natural lashes, so if you have barely any lashes there, don't come in expecting us to put these long like strip lash looking lashes on you, because your lashes aren't gonna handle it, and that's what's gonna be damaging.
Oh hey, it's a really sharp object on my eyeball, thanks to you.
It's all right, I've been doing it for 5 years and I've never like poked anybody in the eye, so.
I have full face. My eyes are pretty resilient. I put glue on them every day. So here's the deal, Jason Show. The only reason I went naked eye in real life to all of you at home is because I'm gonna look pretty boss when this is all over. But it takes 2 hours and Eric has a life. So you will see the results in 3, 2, 1. Oh, there was a results photo. I can
tell you feel like you can model now.
No. Yeah, I mean, it was a really interesting experience. I've never gone somewhere we've all heard of like blow dry bars, where you go in and just get a blowout, right? Yep. That was a really weird thing for a while. People were like, what? And now it's totally normal. I think that this is cool because it's kind of that same idea, is that you go in and you just get your service and then you can get back out with your day. So it was cool. It's a beautiful space.
Yeah,
too.
it was real Instagram perfection there. Question, are there drinks? Because it's like got the bar in the name.
I know, right? No drinks. Well, I mean, masks, Shane. I can't even.
You get a little straw under there?
Just like put it under there while you lay there. No, if you want to learn more about Lab Collective, just check out their website, labcollective.com. And Allie was great. She's super interesting. Under 30, has 3 businesses.
She's killing it.
What?
Still ahead, we are running down some of the most old popular TV shows during the pandemic. We will be right back. get the classic opening of The Golden Girls, which premiered 35 years ago this year.
Wow, really?
Really? Well, at least that's the words in the prompter say. Well, welcome back. During the pandemic, it seems like old TV shows and movies are actually more popular than ever.
We all want to reminisce. According to a new survey from one poll, 70%, that's a huge number, 70% of people have been rewatching old movies and shows while staying home. Now, Golden Girls, we just saw that, made the top 20. What else made the list? Well, The Simpsons. They're number 16. New Girl is at 7. My sisters and my mother love New Girl. The 5th most popular show, I Love Lucy. And 4th on the list, The Office, which kind of surprised me because The Office I feel like is pretty popular.
That's one of the ones I actually dug back into.
Really? People
I was
just
one of
love
those
that.
people.
Yeah, like just to put it on in the background.
It's easy viewing, exactly. You don't have to pick a certain, like you could pick any episode, start watching, and you're good. You
And
don't
it's
have to
just
start,
funny.
like remind yourself who people are or anything. Yeah.
Right. All right, and coming in at number 3, oh,
of course.
Friends. We love that. We just talked about them. Besides being on HBO Max, reruns air on several channels throughout the day. So if you're interested.
I thought that might be higher.
I would think so too, because it's like such a feel-good show.
Yeah.
You know, and like that's what everybody wants. Second on the list, this is my
Not a
personal
feel-good
favorite.
show.
Game of Thrones. If you don't want to feel good, but if you want to feel good about your life since you're alive. It's been 1.5 years since it went off air, and I'm going to be honest, if you're actually a fan, it's more like 2.5 years since it went off the air because the season finale did not count. That whole last season doesn't count. Let's redo it.
Oh.
I'm going to get off my soapbox now. And the most rewatched show, according to this survey, Seinfeld. Now that makes sense.
Yep.
It's not bad for a show that ended 22 years ago. Now Seinfeld, Friends, The Office, Golden Girls, I Love Lucy, all make sense as like rerun watches. I'm thinking shows like Game of Thrones, people are just watching for the first time.
Right, like you're digging all the way through the series again and
Right.
you're committing. It's like a vision quest.
That is a commitment for sure.
Turning now to some of the movies. Old movies on the list include Ferris Bueller's Day Off, still a great flick. Grease, Back to the Future at number 5. And 4th, Home Alone. I like watching that one around Christmas.
Yeah, that's an odd duck for just
It's about the time.
in general.
Taking a look at the top 3. The original Die Hard is 3rd, which I still have not watched.
What?
Wait, what? You've seen it?
I've seen Die Hard. Yes, of
I
course.
thought for sure you were going to be with me on this
Oh
one.
no, I love movies like this. Like I'm all about the action, freaky movies.
Is
like
it a
that.
Christmas movie? I know that's a big debate.
Okay, come on. I mean, there's guns. It is not a Christmas movie. It is related to around
Every
Christmas,
year this
people.
debate spikes back up around this time. The second most popular, by the way, is Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones from 1981's Raiders of the Lost Ark movie. Also have not seen this one.
Shane!
What?
Of course
You
I've seen
weren't
this.
alive.
I told you I love movies like this. Like this is my jam. This is my genre.
We're role reversing right now. I don't know what is
No.
happening here. And the top rewatched movie is Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park from '93. 26% of people watched it again. The last sequel, by the way, just wrapped filming in recent weeks, so there's another one coming.
Shane, please tell me you've seen
Yes,
that.
yes. In the theaters, like this was a big darn deal.
Big darn deal.
It was big time.
I have rewatched Raiders of the Lost Ark. I have rewatched a couple of things that they have said. Just in it, like we were just talking about background noise. You know, like I don't need to sit down and watch Jurassic
Like popcorn
Park.
and like lock in. Yeah.
No, it's just like, oh, it's on, and I'm gonna go clean my laundry room now. You know, that kind of a thing. Still ahead, Jeff and Ted join us, and we're talking about what we're watching these days. And by watching, I mean super binging. We'll be right back.
Good description. How quick did you finish yours? Welcome back to the Jason Show, a Friday edition. Shane and Kendall. We have been talking about things that people are rewatching, lots of old shows. So we're all looking for things to binge these days, and we're here to help you.
We're here to help. So joining Shane and I, our producer Ted and executive producer Jeff. Hi.
What do you have to say?
Brady Bunch style.
Hello.
I never know which way to look when we're doing this.
Nope.
You guys, we're sharing all of our binge-worthy current obsessions. Good morning to you two. I'm excited to hear what you have to
morning.
say. Ted, I'm not sure what you're going to have to say, but
Ouch. Yeah. Okay, I get to go first. So I'm going to get this going. The show I'm loving right now is a new HBO series called The Undoing. So you're watching it now. Do I need to say more than David E. Kelly's the writer, and it stars Nicole Kidman and Hugh Grant? Like, we could end it right there.
We could. Yeah.
What's the premise? Is
Okay,
it modern?
I'll give you a little more. It is modern. It is, these two live like the perfect life, Upper East Side, beautiful like apartment. He's a surgeon, she's a therapist, and their world is perfect. And of course, you know that means things aren't really that perfect. So there's a mysterious death that they kind of get weirdly pulled into, and now you're questioning everything you know about their lives. My only dig on the show is you have to wait till Sunday. Every Sunday they drop an episode, so there's only 3. You can't like actually binge it. Oh. And they leave it at major cliffhangers. Oh. So at the end of each week, you're like, what? I need more right now.
How does Nicole Kidman still look like? I mean, she looks so good.
I stare at her face so much during the show, and I'm like, seriously, it's incredible.
She looks like Days of Thunder, Nicole Kidman.
Wild. Yeah.
What is that on again? HBO Max? Is that what you said?
Nope, just HBO.
Solid. No Max needed.
You don't need the Max.
I love David Kelly. Great stuff.
See?
Wait, who's David Kelly?
Ally McBeal.
Yep, he did Ally McBeal, like The Practice.
Right, okay.
He's done a lot of big shows.
Oh, The Practice was the best.
See?
Picket Fences. You guys are too young for that one.
Ooh.
Sounds
no?
good.
Sorry. Okay, my turn. This show I just finished binging on Netflix, and we have a very 50-50 split on how we feel about this. It's Emily in Paris, or Emily in Paris, if you're American. It's starring Lily Collins, as you just see right there. Darren Star is part of this, and that might be good to know because if you liked Sex and the City, there, now it just says that right there, Sex and the City, then you might like this one. Now, okay, here's the deal. It's about this woman, Emily. She goes to Paris for the dream job. She gets sent over there. And it's all the things that you would think of with the show based in Paris. You've got the cultural references that are pretty overplayed, but I love it. The fashion, you've got the gorgeous backgrounds, you've got all the hot French men with all the hot French accents. I loved it. They're 30-minute episodes, which makes it really easy to binge. However, I was talked into this by Jeff because he loved it and said I should watch it. But
I don't know about loved it.
I thought you loved it.
I said it was okay in the background. It was like good entertainment. It was beautiful to watch. That was about it.
Oh yeah, you called it folding laundry.
It was very predictable. Like, I don't know.
And like Kendall's on an island.
I didn't like the cliches like, oh, French people are rude. French people like wine.
They are
like,
rude and they
it.
do like wine.
No, they're not all rude.
Okay, Shane, you didn't love it, but you felt the same way Jeff does.
So Emily's cute and likable, and a lot of times I feel like shows don't have likable characters anymore. So she's somebody you can root for, so I will appreciate that. My problem is she's supposed to be this social media like expert, but they show her posts on social media and they're just not that clever. Like, you really wouldn't go viral with the posts she put up.
Ted, do I need to ask you what you think of Emily in Paris?
This show is horrible.
Okay.
Oh, this might be one of the worst shows on TV. I watched maybe 15 minutes of it, and I'll tell you, I have never wanted to turn something off so fast.
May I be very clear, as the 30-something-year-old straight man, of course you don't like it. I love it. If you just want to binge something.
I am America. I am America.
America loves Ted.
Remember that Ted likes Christmas movies, like Hallmark Christmas movies. So.
Okay, well, I don't always like Hallmark Christmas movies. Whatever. I loved it. Emily in Paris. Ted,
should we move on?
Go ahead.
But also, I am, maybe my view is skewed because I've been to France, so.
Ooh.
Oh.
So have I.
Brag.
Whatever.
Okay, my show, 60 Days In. Have you guys heard of this?
No.
So this is a reality show in a prison, and they're actually 5 seasons in, but season 5 is on Netflix. These people volunteer to go into this prison and like sniff out like how do the gangs work and how do they get the drugs in and real dangerous stuff, but these people are they're in.
Are they just like regular people or are they like undercover officers?
Some of them are law enforcement, but they volunteered for the show. Some of them are just super fans who are just like, I want to be on this show. And they stay for 60 days in a jail.
Wait, do the people that are, like, obviously people filming it know that they're not real and supposed to be there, but do the people who work there, do they also know that they're not real inmates?
I think so. I think, we should probably stop showing the video.
This is sounds like a terrible undercover boss. Like,
it's unclear which security people know that they're part of the thing.
Do you think it's real?
Yeah. What?
Do you think it's real, or is it just a little bit?
I don't know how they get all the different camera angles.
Right.
And then like the interviews and.
I'm having doubts.
Yeah, and then the sheriff is like, I really need these people to tell me what's going on. Come on, sheriff. You know what's going on.
Okay, 60 days in. Finally, Jeff, what you got?
okay, mine's a little bit lighter than that, but not really. It's The Vow on HBO. So this is about, you've probably seen the headlines about the NXIVM cult. That's the dude right there who was kind of the cult leader. His name's Keith Raniere. But basically, it starts off with like, you just think it's like this, business leadership group and all this stuff, and you meet these people who join, and then at the end of the first episode, something happens, and it hooks you like that.
Ooh.
So I've turned down like 5 people to watch this show. It ended like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, but I miss it. It was so good.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he is he in prison now, or he's going to prison,
Well,
right?
I mean, I don't want to spoil it.
Whoa!
But wait, no, this isn't like on the show. This was in like news.
It's a pretty big headline.
In real life, yeah.
Thank you. Guys.
You don't really know everything when you watch the show. It's good to go in with an open mind and just see what
Have
happens.
you done the podcast on NXIVM?
I haven't.
Okay, so I listened to the podcast, so now I'll watch the show. We'll see how they line up.
I'll watch anything about cults. Like, give me a Scientology, give me NXIVM. I'll watch them all.
Handmaid's Tale. He's
Give me
all in.
all the cult shows.
All right.
Okay, guys, those are all the recommendations. Don't worry if you freak out. All of this episode will be on our YouTube channel. You can just find it, Jason Show TV. Thanks, guys. Shane and I will be right back.
That's my window washer.
Welcome back to the Jason Show on this Friday. Yay, everybody! Now, remember to check out the Jason Show YouTube page. Thank you.
That was my Friday.
Thank you. We post every episode and segment daily so you can catch up on anything you missed or share your segments with friends. Like, I love when people share what we do. It's awesome. Just search for Jason Show TV and hit subscribe.
So easy. We will be right back.
Can you see that Friday movie?
Friday. Kendall's turn. Welcome back to the Jason Show that is temporarily the Shendel Show because you get Shane and Kendall.
Hey.
And I'm very excited because Kendall gets to open her first vending machine gumball
Goodbye.
thing.
Before I do, and yes, I started to pre-open it because I panicked and didn't think I'd be able to open it in time. We want to say goodbye to our virtual audience today. Can we pull them up, please, Leo? Hey, ladies. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
By the way, do either of you have really fun plans this weekend?
I'm working my part-time job tomorrow night at that local dinner theater.
Oh.
Hey, girl. Where's that?
That's good.
Oh,
Comedy show. So that's good news.
Oh my gosh, and Shakopee, I'm into it. Kelly, you said just hanging out?
Just hanging out, maybe go shopping.
Oh, hey, girl.
Okay.
I'm into shopping.
Yep.
Let's go. Holiday shopping. Megan, Kelly, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Anyone watching, if you guys want to be in our virtual audience, just head to our Facebook page. Okay.
Oh, you really pre-opened that. Did you see me struggle yesterday? You would avoid that.
I saw you struggle. That's why I did it. If you could live in a foreign country, which one would it be, Shane?
Well, I'm Norwegian, and I have never been there, and I would love to go there, and I feel like I'd fit right in because my maiden name is Bredesen. So
Look
let's
at
do
that.
it.
And you look like you'd fit in there, too.
Right.
Like this blonde, tall beauty.
Oh, hey, thanks. How about you?
I would move to Italy. That is like on my bucket list. I will live there at some point in my life.
And eat lots of pasta. And lots of
drink
vino, right?
all the wine and see all the beautiful artwork. Oh,
Sounds lovely.
I need to speak Italian.
Yep, that's your next step.
Ciao.
There you go, you're ready.
Thank you.
Monday on the Jason Show, we have the Cooking Mom back. She is sharing three 3 of her favorite Thanksgiving recipes.
And hey, if that wasn't enough, we're kicking off Pie Week. Come on, Shane, give me a hand.
Sorry,
there.
I didn't
Thank
know
you.
what pie hand.
Highlighting some of the best pies in the Twin Cities. First up, it's Heather's Pies, known for her delicious flavors and over-the-top designs. So check that out on Monday. By the way, Heather's Pies, normally she teaches like a pie baking class. That was the one that Steph Hansen
that's
was
right,
just
just
telling us
yesterday.
about. Ironically, same woman, same Heather.
You guys
So,
are on the same
She's
page.
gonna give us all those things. So, hey, don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We love chatting with you all. Have a great and safe weekend, everybody.
Thanks for joining us. Closing.